So you want to know why the Grand-Lake and Piedmont Avenue neighborhoods are consistently among the most popular places in Oakland to live? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to it. Welcome to the Living in Oakland, California channel. I'm Rich Fleming, your local realtor, and I'm here to teach you everything you need to know about living, working, playing, sleeping, eating, whatever, in Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay. I get a ton of people who reach out to me about what it's like to live here, how to transition here, what they need to know before they get here, and I love it. That's why I do these videos. So if you got questions, give me a call, drop me a text, send me an email, whatever works for you. Because when it comes to helping you relocate to Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay, I got your back. So a rough geographic definition of the Grand Lake area are the areas bounded by, roughly, the 580 freeway, which you can see behind me, Lakeshore Avenue, which I'm standing on right now, and Lakeshore heads down quite a ways this way. At the far end of Lakeshore, you run into the city of Piedmont, so that kind of forms one boundary of the Lakeshore area. And then back over on the other side, maybe a block or two over behind me this way is Grand Avenue, and the areas on either side of Grand Avenue. So that pretty much defines the Grand Lake neighborhood. And as I said, come and see it, it's a great area. So behind me is the Grand Lake Theater, and it is really the focal point of the Grand Lake neighborhood. It is a great place to catch a movie at. If you come on a Friday or Saturday night, they actually have an organist that gives a short concert in the main theater, and people just absolutely love coming here for that experience. This theater was opened in 1926. It has grown in size a little bit since then. The sign up there is actually, I think it's called a rotary contact sign. And if you believe the Wikipedia page, it is the largest rotary contact sign in the United States west of the Mississippi. So if anyone who lives in this area, you say, hey, meet me at the theater, this is where they're talking about. Check it out. Across the street from the theater is the park where the farmers market is held on Saturdays. So as you can tell, this is kind of a community hub area, and other restaurants and things are here. I'm actually standing on a street called Lake Park, which is essentially forms the end of the Grand Lake neighborhood, one of the sides of the Grand Lake neighborhood. Most people consider the 580 freeway back there to be the end, one of the sides of the Grand Lake neighborhood. So I'm near the intersection of Lakeshore Avenue and Mandana. Mandana is that cross street behind me. And on Lakeshore, Mandana is kind of the end of the commercial area. So if you go down the street Lakeshore further, it turns into a much more residential area. Beautiful place to live, very walkable to Lakeshore and Grand Avenue, which is about a block and a half, 2 blocks that way. And as you see behind me, there are a number of apartment buildings. So that type of building is very typical in this area. Buildings with anywhere from 4 to about 16, 20 units. You don't get a lot of the mega structures here. Homes here in this area pretty much start at about $1 million and can go up from there. And rents here, 1 bedroom, probably run you at least $2,300, $2,400 a month. So the best 3 things about being in the Grand Lake area: 1, a great sense of neighborhood community. It's a very walkable area, lots of restaurants, lots of little shops. You can feel that this is your neighborhood. You don't have to get in a car and drive 10, 15 minutes to find anything. You can just stay in your little neighborhood. Second thing is its location, as far as its accessibility to San Francisco, other parts of the Bay Area. You're right near the 580 freeway, which gives you great access to a lot of the parts of the East Bay. You have great bus and casual carpool when we're not in the times of COVID to be able to get into San Francisco. The third thing is that it is just a great place as far as location within Oakland. You're only a couple of minutes from Adams Point, which is on the other side of the 580. Uptown Piedmont Avenue, it is a great central location within Oakland, so you can access everything you want to do here pretty quickly. So I'm on Piedmont Avenue now, and I am at the corner of MacArthur Boulevard and Piedmont Avenue, and as you may be able to see behind me, I am at Kaiser Hospital for Oakland. And this is a really large hospital. It is really the Kaiser Hospital for all of Oakland. About 2 blocks away, there is a Sutter Hospital complex, and those are really 2 out of 3 major hospitals in Oakland, the other being Highland Hospital, which is the county-run hospital, and that's probably about a mile, maybe a mile and a half from where I'm standing right now. So we're going to take a little walk down Piedmont Avenue, which is this way, and just see what we got going on, okay? So Piedmont Avenue is really characterized by a lot of little shops, a lot of little retail spaces, a lot of great little restaurants. You don't get a lot of corporate retail here, a few franchises here and there, but most of the stores are very much local to Oakland, mom and pop, sole proprietorship. They really do focus on keeping that feeling here. So it is a unique area. You're not going to find it in every other town in America, basically. So we'll keep walking a little bit. I'll point out some other great places. Oh, here's one. Monkey King, great restaurant. And we'll see what else we find here on Piedmont Avenue. So I'm at the corner of 40th and Piedmont, and behind me is Bellotti Bottega, which is a great Italian pre-prepared food place. So you can't dine in here. It's a really small shop, but they change their menu up. You stop by, you pick up your food. It is really good stuff. So if you're looking for pre-prepared Italian, definitely different than the stuff you buy pre-prepared in the store, this is a great place. Down the block, 2 other restaurants of note, and I'll pass by them. One is called Homestead, pretty good place, nice place to have dinner out with a couple of friends or your special someone. And further down the street is a Spanish tapas place called Cesar's, which is one of my favorite places. Great drinks, very friendly bar atmosphere, good food, always a very popular place for people to meet, hang out here on Piedmont Avenue. So I'll walk you by that, but this place really has a lot of good things in it. I'm at the corner of 41st and Piedmont, and this is the first time I've noticed this. 2 long-time coffee shop rivals have apparently both closed. I don't know if it's due to the times of COVID. So GAYLORD's was behind me. Once again, I can't even tell you how long that place has been there. And for years it competed against this place, Starbucks. All of a sudden they're both closed. Hopefully we'll get something new in these 2 spots. GAYLORD's was a good place to hang out. I tried to support them. I'm not a coffee drinker, but when in the area, always tried to support them, against what I consider the big corporate giant. But yeah, it's a little sad to see GAYLORD's go. So on my journey on Piedmont Avenue here, I am at the corner of Piedmont Avenue and Linda. Behind me, you see the Piedmont Theater, which is really kind of a mainstay of this area. It's been here for eons. I couldn't even tell you how long it's been here. It is really a great place to see non-mainstream, for lack of a better term, theater, foreign films, art films, those films which just don't get the mass media attention. Great place, very casual place to see a film. People are very attached to this theater, and it is really considered a community hub. They also sometimes have presentations for speakers every once in a while there. So I'll give you a little pan around, and we continue on our journey east down Piedmont Avenue. So behind me, a couple of great restaurants, or well-known restaurants too. Little Shin Shin, Chinese restaurant, always very popular. La Coco's, Italian restaurant, always very popular. Fenton's Ice Cream, which people literally drive 20, 30 miles away at least to come and have ice cream, very large servings at Fenton's. I actually haven't been there in quite some time. But if you're an ice cream aficionado, a banana split aficionado, you got to stop by Fenton's. So I am here on the corner of 41st and Howe runs parallel to Piedmont Avenue. It's one block over from Piedmont Avenue to the north, I believe. And this is where a lot of people live in the Piedmont Avenue area, especially if you're looking for apartment or condo living. There are a lot of places here on Howe. You can kind of get a sense for the type of housing behind me and on the couple of adjacent blocks going this way. If you're interested in more of houses, that tends to be on the south side more of Piedmont Avenue. So Piedmont Avenue is the street behind me. Go a couple of blocks that way, you get into more homes. You still do have apartment complexes and things over there, but really more so on the north side of Piedmont Avenue. And as far as housing prices go in this area, if you're looking to buy like a condo, one bedroom condo, you might be able to find it for a low of about $450,000 in this area, maybe $500,000, and you can go up from there. And if you're looking to buy a home in this area, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, probably run you at least $1 million, maybe $1.2 million, $1.3 million, depending on exactly where, how nice it is, how upgraded it is. We have been, as the whole country has been, in a very competitive market with prices increasing here in the last 6 to 12 months. But it is a very popular area, so expect competition if you're making offers on a home in this area. Now, if you want to learn why the seller's market we've been experiencing is going to slow down, check out this video. I don't know if it's here or here, but check it out. I talk a little bit more about what's going on in the real estate market that's going to be to the advantage of buyers in coming months and years. If you've got questions about anything in this video, you know what to do. Drop me a text, send me an email, give me a call, because when it comes to helping you transition to Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay, I got your back. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video so YouTube knows to show it to other people, and hit that bell notification so you know each and every time I drop a new video. And I'll catch you in the next video.